The most successful Italian sneak craft was their version of the human torpedo, the Siluro Lente Corso, the SLC. Popular opinion to the contrary, the SLC was not a suicide craft. It was a modification of a standard torpedo that carried 2 men and 2 heavy charges to the target. The 2 280-pound warheads were in turn clamped onto the nose of the torpedo for delivery and were readily detachable at the scene of action. One of them was easily capable of breaking the back of a merchant ship. Together, they could, and did, put a capital ship out of commission for a year. The craft was designed to put as little strain as possible on the operator during his long ordeal. Simple airplane-type controls for the hydroplanes and rudder, motor switch with 4 speeds forward and 4 reverse, electric pumps to fill or empty the ballast tanks. The overall length of the SLC was 22 feet, and it weighed a little over 1.5 tons. The 2 high-pressure bottles carried enough oxygen to last the torpedo men for from 5 to 6 hours of continuous use underwater. The captain of the craft sat in the forward position. He handled the controls and did the navigating. Cruising range was 15 miles at a cruising speed of 2 knots. In December 1941, 4 of these craft scored a triumph roughly equivalent to a major sea victory. Slipping into Alexandria Harbor undetected, they proved the craft's superior maneuverability and unusual striking power. Each pilot approached to within 50 to 60 yards of his target with only his eyes above water. At night, detection was almost impossible. Then he submerged and ran slowly and silently to his target. Each craft jockeyed to position under the bilge keel. While the captain held the craft there, the number 2 man ran a line from one bilge keel to the other, detached the warheads, and placed the charges firmly in position directly under the keel. The time clocks were started, and they drove away. In this manner, 2 British battleships, the Queen Elizabeth and the Valiant, and an Allied tanker, 80,000 tons of shipping, were sunk in Alexandria Harbor in a single night. Later, at Gibraltar, they were able to bag 9 British and American merchantmen. This constant threat of surprise attack was almost as much of a strain on the Allies as the 150,000 tons of shipping actually damaged or sunk.